Youth Neck Firming Cream with green tea and vitamin C, and it is very effective, and it really helps to fade any of those fine lines or any premature aging signs that you may have, especially if you're someone who likes to go out in the sun. I just love it because it's so rich and nourishing. Hi guys, this is Stella Bella. Hi everyone, welcome back to the HUBient channel. This is Stella Bella. As we are heading into 2023, I know on my end, things have already gotten really crazy, really busy. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing as part of my sort of self-care routine is looking after my skin. But I found that because of my busy schedule, it's getting harder and harder to keep up with any long or complicated skincare rituals. So today I'm going to show you a skincare routine that I've taken on this year that only takes 5 minutes every morning and does all of the steps that you need. So I'll show you how I get ready first thing in the morning as part of a basic routine. Of course, if you do apply makeup, it will add on a little bit of extra time, but the whole skincare part and even just a little bit of concealer or tinted moisturizer to get your day started will only take 5 minutes. And I'll show you all the products that I use to make sure your skin is still looked after and nourished. Even though the routine is quick, we're not neglecting any of the steps that we should be doing with a more complicated routine. So let's get started. So before we get started, let's have our hair back. And I'll be going through my products as I go. I love these things, huh? These are so simple to use as well. Love them. All right, so of course, let's get some hand sanitizer. We always want clean hands when we're dealing with our skin. Okay, so let's set a 5-minute timer on. Actually, maybe I should have tested this first to see if I can make it in 5 minutes. Let's set the 5-minute timer on and I'll show you the whole process. So we first start off by cleansing the face. Now, if you're in a hurry, I love using facial cleansing wipes. My favorite brands are Nivea. They're really good for sensitive skin. And also Aldi does a really good brand called Lacura, which is very, very cheap, but comparable to some of the more expensive brands out there. So give your face a deep cleanse. I'm using the Lacura one right now, which is I think the anti-wrinkle one. Smells divine, moisturizing and cleanses, and the actual wipes itself has little nubs on it, so it gives an extra exfoliating effect. Now, if you do have some extra time, of course, you can go the traditional way of cleansing your face with a cleanser. But of course, this is all about saving time. So we're going to go with the facial wipes. Now, after cleansing your face, it's important to use a toner. So grab a cotton pad, and my favorite toner to use that I've been using for years and years is the Clinique Clarifying Lotion number 3. It's really good for not only Asian skin, but also has a really nice balanced exfoliating effect. I've used toners in the past where it looks like it's clean on the cotton pad, but if I go over it with the Clinique Clarifying Lotion, you can actually see more dirt that comes off it. So this is really, really good and also provides a daily exfoliating effect on your skin without drying it out. Next up is time for the serum, which I believe is one of the most important steps. It helps your moisturizer to get absorbed, and the serum itself provides a lot of nutrients at the skin level. And my favorite go-to, I have a few that alternate between, but my favorite go-to is the CosRx, oh gosh, this is a mouthful, Galactomyces 95 Tone Balance. Some people say that this is an SK2 Essence imitation, which I've used SK2 before and it didn't really have much of an effect on my skin, and I found this one to be a lot more effective. It helps to even out the skin tone, even out the texture, and really give you a clean, clear, clarified skin texture and tone afterwards.
I also love the Dr. Lewin's Ultra R4 Lift and Firm Day and Night Ultimate Lift Serum. That was a mouthful too. And this actually goes really well, I find, with the Tone Balancing Essence. It just adds that extra layer of nutrients that I find, especially in winter or dry months, my skin really needs. So I put those two together, but some of you might just want to use the one and it's enough. So pat that in gently, but quickly, of course, because time is of the essence. And then next, I like to apply the neck cream. Now, you don't have to, of course. A lot of moisturizers these days do a very good job on the neck, but I got this on sale from HUBient, and it is amazing, so I just kept buying it. It is the Youth Neck Firming Cream with green tea and vitamin C, and it is very effective, and it really helps to fade any of those fine lines or any premature aging signs that you may have, especially if you're someone who likes to go out in the sun. I just love it because it's so rich and nourishing. And of course, make sure anything that you apply on the neck, finish off with an upward swiping motion, and don't neglect the back of your neck as well. Next, I like to apply an eye cream, and my favorite currently is the Pond's Rejuvenesce Lifting and Brightening Eye Cream, which has vitamin B3 and retinol complex. I love this one because it is so lightweight and effective. It really helps to lessen the dark circles and the puffiness, especially in the mornings. This really helps to depuff it. And sometimes I do like to use 2 different types of eye cream depending on how dry my skin is underneath, or if I need that extra bit of nourishment from not sleeping too much. But I always start with one first before I apply the moisturizer. And currently my 2 favorite moisturizers is the Dr. Lewin Ultra R4 Lift and Firm Restorative Cream for the day, or I alternate that with the L'Oreal Revitalift Filler Plus Hyaluronic Acid Anti-Aging Day Cream. This is the one that I'll be using today. I find that this one is a little bit richer, so if you do wear makeup underneath, it can peel a little underneath the makeup if you don't wait for it to dry first. But both of them are really good, and I find alternating between them really helps to wake up my skin and make each one a little bit more effective. Now you want to quickly and gently pat all of that in, make sure it dries as quickly as possible, don't leave any cream lying around, and you can pretty much finish it here if you like. But like I said, sometimes I like to apply a second eye cream. So my other one that I love to use is the Olay Eyes Vitamin C Eye Cream, which really helps to brighten those under eye areas. So I'm just going to dab a little bit underneath the eyes and above for today, and gently and quickly dab that in, and once that's soaked through, we are pretty much done.
Okay, so let me look at the timer. It is close to 5 minutes, so 5-6 minute routine, and basically I've done everything that I need to and I should do as part of a morning routine. Obviously, it can be even more complicated and add more products to your daily skincare ritual, but this is all about being fast and effective. So I've done my cleansing, my toning, my serums, eye creams, moisturizer with SPF, neck cream, basically everything that you need to do as part of a skincare routine to set you up for the day. You can do literally in 5 minutes. If you are in a hurry, like I always am, this is quick, easy, efficient. For those of you who do put on makeup, obviously 5 minutes just won't cut it. So you might need to take maybe an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes to apply your makeup, depending on how complicated it is. But for people like me who really just likes to go for more of a natural look and let your skin breathe, generally what I do after my 5 minute skincare routine now, I either slap on a layer of tinted moisturizer, or I replace the moisturizer from before with a tinted moisturizer, or I will just go a little bit of concealer in any areas that I feel like needs it, and then a little tiny bit of powder, and then I'm off. So I'll show you what I do in the simplest form, which is I'll get my L'Oreal Pure Concealer Pencil, which is amazing. They've discontinued this, I'm pretty sure. It is the holy grail. I actually found like a bulk buyer that sells them in packs of 10, and I just cleared them out because it is so good. You literally can just pick any specific blemishes, like spot blemishes, and cover it up without having to over apply and cover the entire face with concealer when you don't have to. Especially if you are younger as well and you've already started applying a lot of makeup. Give your skin a few days to breathe and just let it go natural. Okay, now under the eyes is usually where I go for. I get very, very little sleep and a lot of allergies. So dark circles, eye bags are my mortal enemy. So I'll head straight into that with a little bit of concealer. This is actually my favorite concealer highlighter. Those of you who have any issues with dark circles and eye bags, consider getting yourself one of these. This is the Skin Food Salmon Dark Circle Concealer Cream. And like packaging wise, not a huge fan. It looks quite, I guess a little old fashioned, almost like Tiger Balm. But when you open it up, it is this peachy pink creamy color. And it is this sort of creamy balm, not only has a peachy pink undertones, which for those of you who are familiar with the color wheel, works really well for dark circles, but also a little bit of a highlighting effect. So it's a 2-in-1 and it glides on so smooth and easy. A little trick to really try to get rid of those dark circles in the light and things like that is to look down and look up and see where the darkest point is of your eyes. And those are the bits that you cover, not the entire under eye area. I never understood the tutorials that tell you to put sort of foundation and concealer on the whole thing and dab it in with a sponge, because for me anyway, it just kind of makes it worse. It kind of makes it more prominent. So what I do is I apply a layer of this first, just very lightly where the darkest part is. I mean, of course, you can also make this more complicated by putting in a color corrector underneath first and all that sort of thing, but this is about fast and effective. So I've put like a very light layer on first over the darkest parts, and also spreading it out a little bit. You don't want to go too far because it does have a highlighting effect. And if you go too far up, it'll make those eye bags look worse. So you want to go just right underneath the eye bag where that shadow starts and then work down. Once you put it on the darkest bit, you want to work your way down and just slightly bleed into that shadow. And then if there is still some darkness left, which there is a little bit, I mean, some darkness, some shadowing, some eye bags is fine in my opinion, because we're all human, we get them. Kind of weird, like we need to be comfortable and accept the fact that we're never going to look like those filters that we try to place on ourselves in real life. Any blemishes that we feel is going to affect our confidence a little bit, enhance our features a little bit, but not change us and change ourselves completely, or try to, because I feel like that is quite bad for us mentally. Done. And that looks good to me. I'm happy with that. I look human and I don't look like I haven't slept for 9 years. So once that's done, I pretty much just slap on a little bit of powder just to set the areas that I worked on, and voila. And that's pretty much done. Obviously, again, you can do eyebrows, lips, all sorts of things, but I'm ready to go start my day in 5-10 minutes. That's it. So that is my daily skincare routine that I've adopted for 2023. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you found my tips useful. If you've got any questions, comments, please leave it down below. We would love to hear from you. Make sure to follow us on social media as well. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure to click like, subscribe, follow, and follow me on social media as well. I'm under stellabella.au, and I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to bringing you more tips on skincare, mindset, finances, and product reviews in the next couple of weeks. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.